All right. Hey, fam. Licia Monet here, your favorite TV personality, social media influencer, aka the Wealth Connector, TGIF. It is Friday. It is Fun Friday, Financially Free Friday, Fick it Friday, whatever you want to add that's positive. And today is an amazing day. I am so full of energy. You already know I'm always energetic, but today I got a little extra. And the reason is I'm just so excited about the people that I keep on connecting with being free, walking in freedom, walking in purpose, and feeling their desires. And so, before we go any further, let me reintroduce myself. My name is that's how Jay-Z does it. No, my name is Licia once again. You can catch me on Facebook, TikTok, um, Instagram, then LinkedIn at Licia Monet, LeesiaMonay. Yes. Or you can go ahead and put the hashtag Wealth Connector and you'll find me on a lot of different platforms. But I'm excited about the message that we're going to talk about today. Recently, God has been doing some amazing things in my life. I was just doing a radio show on a big radio production network in Orlando. I've been featured in speaking in my life. I was featured in Hustle for Life magazine. I've been on iHeartRadio. Why? Because I got the sauce and because I'm my own boss. How do I do that? Because I am my own bank. And I decided to join the largest economic empowerment movement in the history of mankind, aka Be Your Own Bank. What do? We make sure that families get on the other side of money and live life on their terms and have the resources, the skill set and tools that they need to just do that. We are focused on economically empowering economically empowering 2 million families by March 28th of 2022. So that means that your mom, your brother, your uncle, your grandfather, your cousin, your friends, the neighbor down the street, the person working at the gas station, they need to hear this information so that they can get free. If you value freedom, if you value your time back, if you value skill sets that allow you to be in control of your income, yeah, this is who you need to connect to. And this show is something you need to send them. Say, I know this lady who's a part of this movement that's going to be the answer to your prayer. So listen, I am part of the Be Your Own Bank movement. I'm excited about what we have. Let me get, how the people get the Bibles and the lesson today. I'm just playing. No, the lesson's not today. It's real life. We're going to talk about real life today. I want to speak about money, but kingdom investment, kingdom principles, kingdom upbuilding, because what I'm seeing is a lot of people aren't understanding that within the kingdom, they talk about money. And how they talk about money is learning how to invest and learning how to compound, learning how to make it work for you, narrating your finances, helping the generations to come. What does that sound like? The Be Your Own Bank movement, duh. It sounds exactly the same. So I want to touch bases. So we're going to go, I had pulled this up and I wanted to speak about it. If you aren't familiar, in the Bible, we're speaking about Jesus' parables and about the talents. And I want to speak to this in relation to finances. No, it's not only about finances, but I want to go there in that realm. So what I was getting is it says, God says, if you are faithful over a few things, you will be faithful over many things. And some people don't understand. They're like, well, that could just be anything. Absolutely. But we're just going to talk about finances. And we're going to talk about like God's investment strategy. Because one thing about it, if you don't think that God has a strategy, I want you to think about in your life. Most of the time, how do people learn about the word? Someone going out and speaking about the word, someone teaching you about the word, and you reading your Bible, you learning, you taking the time to meditate. Those are strategies to upbuild yourself and to get a more better understanding, right? So God is strategical. So yes. So I want to touch on something. So we're going to talk about talents. In the parable, Jesus is saying that there was a master, someone of high authority, and he left and went out of town for a little bit. He gave three of his workers some talents, and what they chose to do with it is determine his reaction to them. So what happened is 2 of them increased their talents to a certain amount. 1 of them hid the talents away and didn't do anything with it, and that's the person you're not going to be. So what he said, what happened was, and let me explain what a talent is. And I I just learned this today. So the amount of talents was 8, right? So it says 8 talents is the equivalent of today of 40 million US dollars. That's a lot of money, right? So back in the day, basically a talent was like $1,600, right? It was a lot of money, and 2 chose to do something with it, and 1 chose not to. And I want to say share this investment principle that what people don't understand is God shows us how to compound money. See, 2 people got in trouble. I'm not going to say, and we ain't going to go too deep in the text, but they got in trouble for 2 people increased, 1 person did not. The person who did not increase their talents, it didn't make sense, logical to not do what you're supposed to do with your money, which is compound it. So one of the things, and this is my perception, why would Jesus refer to that person not increasing their talents, not compounding their money? Because what did he do? He already gave you something and you did nothing with it. And now I want you to think about all the times that he's given us things. He's given us finances and we didn't do the right things with it. And now we suffer, or now we're in a disadvantage, or now we're not where we're supposed to be. But if we learn how to compound money, if we learn how to increase the money, that we would be a lot better off. I'm not saying it fixes every single thing, but it sure does make a big difference when you have fluid money, when you have money that is continuous, and when you compound money. What does compounding money do? Compounding is building on top, money on top of money. See, it's not a decrease, it's an increase. What happens when you increase your money? You increase possibilities for you and your family. You increase the power and authority you have over certain things, right? Not increase, but you have power to make things more possible. You have options for you and your children, right? You have options for where you want to go to school, right? So you have options on where you want to open your business, the type of land you want to purchase, the type of building you want to buy, the type of food you want to eat, the type of engagements you want to go to, the type of seats where you buy for the Jaguars, not talking about them that don't be winning, but the type of seats that you buy to get in the front. I'm just saying, you got options. They're a little cheaper right now. So I'm not hating on my people, but hey, I don't even do football. I'm a basketball baby. But what I'm saying is compounding is a strategy that the Lord gave his check mark upon. How, if you always look, what did God do? People sowed, he increased. People put work in, and then there was increase in it, right? People put work in, not just name it and claim it, nothing wrong with that. But after you name it and claim it, you got to work it, right? How do you work it? By getting with a like-minded community, by getting with people who know how to help you compound your money, and getting with people where once you learn something that you can share this with you and your family, that you and your family can benefit. And what am I saying? I'm saying, I'm not going to knock it, but you cannot pass a job to your kids, and that's okay. But what you can pass is generational wealth. What you can pass is knowledge on how to compound money. But if you don't know how to do it, how can you pass it? If you don't get yourself with like-minded people who can show you the tools, the resources, the skill set, and how to do this and walk in continual wealth, what are you showing your family? That you don't trust the Jesus strategy. That's what you're saying. So I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. You're not trusting a strategy. And we've all been there. I've definitely been there before, because I think my way works. And I'm gonna tell you, it does not. It really doesn't. It puts me more at a disadvantage than an advantage. Well, one thing that our God does is he always puts us in places of advantage. What happens is, because we don't know where to go sometimes, because we are unsure of who to connect to, because we are a little confused about how we handle something, sometimes we have blinders on. So what's happening in front of you is right now you're having blinders removed, financial blinders, spiritual blinders removed, saying you've been praying for these people to help you and praying to learn how to do more, to upbuild the kingdom, to upbuild your household. You've been asking for a strategy. Well, here it is right in front of you. It works. This is one of the largest financial markets that God has given us authority, dominion, and power over once we go through the process to walk in wealth so that we can do what we want to do. Is wealth the same for everybody? Absolutely not, and that's okay. But I can always tell you this, people might not want to be wealthy. Cool. People might not want to be an entrepreneur, cool, but you do not like being behind on your bills. You do not like saying I can't afford, and you do not want to make decisions based off of what's in your bank account. You want to make decisions based off of if I want to or if I don't want to. And that is how God has designed us to be able to be in an advantage to make decisions based off of wealth, because who is the Father for us? King of Kings, Lord of Lords. Who is our Father? God above. He is the top. We are his children, so it has to trickle down. What did the children have to do? Listen to their dad. Yes, I whoop myself for that one. You gotta listen to your dad. I don't be listening sometimes, so I'll tell you the truth. But I want you to look at something. I want you to listen to something. Also, in reference to strategy, it said stewards demonstrate their understanding of the owner's goal in their investment by investing the talents at once. So in this parable, the two that invested their talents at once, they received an increase. What did they do? They listened and they followed directions. They were given something and they were meant to compound and make more. And then the two that they did it at once. What did that mean? They invested. They invested. Yeah, that's what it says. So these people, the steward's knowledge of the long-term investment is confirmed by the owner's journey. The owner went away and then he came back and they increased their finances. They increased those talents, right? And the one who did it did not increase his talents. So I want you to think about the time where you've seen people, and let's be real, people get money and then the money's gone. And then you have one person that may get the same amount of money, let's say $1,000, and then boom, that $1,000 blown. Yes, we got life and circumstances and situations, but the other person who gets $1,000 figures out a way to increase it, aka compounding, which is once again money stacked on top of money, so that it gives them a greater return. Is one better than the other? No, but one understand there is a strategy. A kingdom strategy, which is also a financial strategy, which is a life strategy. When you work, when you have something, you learn how to make it more. That's the same as life. When you're here on this earth, you learn how to become a better person. That's what you should do, is become a better person and understand your value each and every day. It's the same as with your finances. Find a way to understand how to increase your value financially, right? Same deal. Excuse me. And so I want to look at something. We're going to talk about value. Like I said, okay, so basically, when we're looking at this value, like I said, it's about $40 million. So what did those stewards of money do, right? The ones that increased, did they focus on how quick I'm going to get this money back? No, they focused on the long-term investment. They focused on building wealth. See, building wealth is a kingdom principle. Quick money is a man-made principle, and it doesn't work. What happens when you make quick money? Quick money goes as quick money comes, right? But when you build wealth, wealth continues to come. Wealth continues to also increase. Wealth is passed down. Quick money is not really passed down because it's quick, it's going. And what do people do? When you have the mindset to build wealth, money's going to be continual and you always have that value. And then that's something to pass down. If you're just trying to do quick money, you're always going to chase it. See, you don't have to chase wealth once you get it. Once you learn how to obtain it, it's not nothing you have to chase because you understand how to keep it. And that's what we do here at the Be Your Own Bank movement. We teach you how to compound your money. And after you get the money, what do you do with it? How do you compound it? How do you maximize it? How do you continually stay in profit? That's the questions you want to know. Those are the questions you want answers to, excuse me. Well, that's what we're here for, to switch your mindset, to switch your pocket set. I've made that up. That's my own thing, pocket set. Yes, I did. But to change those things so that you can walk into continual wealth. One day, it was a few days ago, someone who's interested in movement, she wrote me and she said, I'm joining. I said, great. She says, okay, I'm gonna join on whatever day. Cool. So she said, so when I join, how much money can I make if I dedicate some time? And I told her, so your real question is, if I learn how to walk out of bondage and learn a skill set that'll put me in a position to continually make money as much as I want, as often as I want, how much money can I make? that she said, oh, right. So the question is, even though she knew that she had access to continual money from a skill set that is going to put her and her family on the other side of the money, she still asked the question, how much money can she make? Even though she understood. But the thing is, that's where the shift in the mindset comes, because we put a limitation on continual. We put a limitation on something that's limitless. So if I could tell you anything today, fam, I will say this. It's 2021. It is time to get economically empowered. We see everything going on right now. We see stores prices we see inflation going crazy. Stock market here and there. Everything is going wild. But what's not going wild is these banks that are making profit continually, and you're not making the type of profit you want. You need to learn how to become a walking ATM. Learn the strategy. The BYOB cash out strategy, become a part of the community so that you can have a family of like-minded people that are going to empower you to be able to control and be able to access the tools and resources that you need, be able to access that land because of the mindset switch and because of the financial liberty, the financial gain, and the financial access that you're going to have because you made a choice to get on the other side of money. You made a choice to not chase struggle and access wealth. You made a choice to be economically empowered. You are praying for it. Here it is. Walk it out, walk in it, and live life how you want to, without the shackles of financial shackles, without the shackles of limitations when it concerns to your money. So if I want to share this. I was talking to someone today also, and when I was on this radio show earlier today, and he said, people don't know about this. And I said, that's what I'm here for. So there's someone who doesn't know what this is, but is looking for a way. This is when you click this button that says share. Also, you like and subscribe, but you click this button that says share and share it on your page. Share it to a family member, share it to a friend, because they need to hear this information. If you don't feel it's for you, cool. But it would be selfish not to share with other people who need to hear this, who are ready to live life on their own terms, people who are ready to control and narrate their finances, people who are looking for a community that is a community that is empowering other people to live life how they want to and walk in abundance and prosperity. So share this message. And also, listen, like I said, we're the largest economic empowerment movement in the history of mankind. How many other economic empowerment movements have you heard about? I'll wait. I've never heard of any empowerment movement. I've heard of empowerment. I've heard of the economy, but I've never heard of an economic empowerment movement. What are we doing? We are shifting lives. We are taking someone from point A to point Z, and it is time for you to join the movement and go ahead and change your life so that you can share this and someone else's life is going to be changed by the things that you are doing now. So I'm hungry. I love you guys, but go ahead and catch me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, LinkedIn, Alicia Monet, LeesiaMonay, and join the largest economic movement and shift your mindset, shift your pockets, enroll, learn, and profit in that order, and get ready to live your best life. I'm excited. I'm happy for you. I know that you are happy because you're going to share this with a whole bunch of people. Reach out, connect with me, go ahead on all platforms. And what I'm going to do is expose you to what you've been praying and looking for. So I love you guys. Have an awesome, amazing, fantastic, all the other words day, but have a great one. Love you guys. Adios. Ciao. Dos vidania. I forgot what it is in Chinese.